Greetings. Hope you're having a good weekend. Today I thought we'd get straight into a bit of a summary and update for MINBOS Resources. Now, this is about fertilizer, it's about green ammonia, but predominantly it's the Cabinda phosphate fertilizer project. This is one of the companies now that I've been focused on quite a bit because I followed it for a number of years, invested quite early, watched all the developments, all the studies, all the definitions and NPVs and ups and downs, and it is one of the few companies that is very close to going into production, and that's quite a milestone, and it's perhaps quite rare to hold companies all the way from a initially used to be an exploration and then project definition and eventually production company. So I think that's worthy of an update. So I put this chart up on the screen, and this gives you the updated time schedule. So there obviously have been delays with these projects. Unfortunately, delays upon delays can happen, but now I think investors are really focused on seeing closeout of finance. That is a big milestone. Secondly, understanding from that finance the bridging between now and production, and hopefully we will not need any CRs. So let's wait for that financing news. The other, I would say, just to summarize, currently at the current stock price, we're at about a quarter of the base case NPV. It really there is no value for its additional projects, for its optionality, whether that's LFP batteries or whether that's green ammonia. There's pretty much zero value in terms of taken into account in the share price at the moment for those additional projects, which means shareholders are really focused on the immediate success of the immediate project, which means that before those additional projects get given any value, we want to see finance, we want to see moves into production, construction before production, and the like. There have been some good news in terms of announcements on lower than expected capex, announcements on optionality to expand production at very low cost, but all of these things are still kind of conceptual, theoretical. So what we really need is the first stage to be successful, timelines to be met, and then I think we should start to see a re-rating. There was an update that came out on the green ammonia project. Again, it was good news, was positive news, always has been positive news, but I think the way the value of these additional projects are being discounted by investors, as I said previously, almost zero value wise, if you look at things objectively. Therefore, I will not dwell on the additional project options. I will not dwell on the green ammonia project, where I think things go ahead there. It's potentially huge. It's focusing on the now. So that's what we have to wait for. News on the finance, news on construction, and news on the next few months. Do we need additional funds, or is that all going to be encapsulated in the finance deal? And overall, for a NPV of base case $200 million plus US dollars, we need $26 million remaining finance, and of that, via the IDC, what was it, 14 million was already confirmed, just need to tie up the paperwork. So that remainder, we wait to hear news for that in the coming weeks, and let's see how that goes. Expecting production in August. As I said, it's been a long journey, but if it happens, just those metrics I'm giving you, the current value of the company, the NPV of just the base case project without any options of the current project, without looking at any additional LFP battery projects, and without looking at the green ammonia project, just focusing on this base case, we're a quarter of the potential value of that NPV. So it's an interesting 8 months coming up, and it's been a long wait for me and a long wait for other shareholders. Let's see how it goes, and this will be the first company whose hopefully story we can then kind of summarize once it's in production, as a case study for other companies that are moving in a similar way, and the sorts of success you can get, and the returns, and the potentials that are there. All right, that's it with MINBOS Resources. Thank you.